What is going on, guys? Quality XA here today, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video on Sea of Thieves. Today I'm actually going to be bringing you guys the ultimate starter's guide to Sea of Thieves, so I'm not going to hold you back. Let's get right into this. So first off, you may recognise this tavern. Now this is where every new player actually spawns in, and when you spawn in, when you come back from, let's say, turning your console off. Now this is going to be pretty much your main hubs. I say hubs because there is many outposts located on Sea of Thieves, and this is just one of them. One of the better looking ones, I have to say so myself. Now the outpost is actually filled with quite a few shops, as well as where you're going to get your quests from. So let's go and have a run around and inspect some of them. First up, we actually have the clothing and vanity shop. Now when you speak to this person, you can actually check out his stocks, and he has a load of stuff from beards to belts to clothes that you can actually buy. Some of them are actually really cool indeed, so I'd highly recommend, if you guys are into customization, you're definitely going to want to look around for this guy. Moving on now, we actually have your armory. So again, you can purchase some guns as well as weapons that you can use. Now one thing to note, these do not give you any advantage at all at this point in time. Maybe in the future they may add different damage stats to the weapons, but as of right now they will no longer give you an actual damage boost, anything like that. So do not worry if you see somebody chasing you with this fine golden sword here. Next up, we have actually got your equipment. So here you can actually get things such as different buckets, different musical instruments, all of that cool stuff. Definitely my favourite part of this game is these random little bits that you can actually purchase. Whether they help you or not, I'm not 100% sure, but they are pretty darn cool. And then last but not least, regarding the customization, we have the shipwright. And what you guys can actually do with this is customize your ship. Now it does cost the most money in the game, but some of this stuff just makes your ship look absolutely unbelievable. So I'd highly recommend picking this up if you do save up some of the money. Now speaking about money, we're going to be talking about how you can get some of that. So first up, we actually have the Gold Hoarders faction. Now this Gold Hoarders faction is basically the easiest faction that you can actually earn money from. They give you the easiest quests. Now what you actually have to do for some of these quests is such things such as getting you treasure maps, and you'll actually go and have to hunt for this treasure. So let's say if I buy this one, when I actually go to my ship and activate it, which I'll show you how to do in just a second, you'll actually be able to choose your quest. So here you've actually got your next available promotions. Now when you do actually get promoted, you are eligible to purchase these items here, which look very cool indeed. Now you do actually have some different faction items as well, but promotion is your main stuff, as well as earning gold in this game. Moving on, we have the Order of Souls. Now this is the icon for this character. Now what you actually have to do for this lady is actually complete bounties. So killing different types of pirates, killing different types of skeletons, as well as much other stuff in which you can actually level this person up. Now they're extremely cheap to buy, but upon actually starting, you do have to start off with the gold Voyage. And yeah, really awesome indeed, but I'd highly recommend picking these up because these are personally my favourite, hunting these out. And then last but not least, located near the shipwright, you actually have this character here who actually has the Merchant Alliance. Now what the Merchant Alliance actually is where you actually have to go and capture different animals and bring them back to different outposts. So let's just say I'm going to pick this one up here. Now once you have actually grabbed a few of your quests, you are ready to go and set sail on your boat. Now I am actually only on a solo boat, so it's much easier for me to go and play around. If you're in a squad, it's a little bit more complicated, but everything should be quite easy to navigate through. So now you're ready to actually start the quest, you want to come to the back of your boat. Now if you're on a higher, bigger boat, then it will be different for you, but you just have to go to the captain's quarters table, which looks just like this. Now it allows you to propose a voyage. So let's just go and present the Gold Hoarders one, which we actually have here. Now what you guys need to do is vote for this. So you press X. Obviously on PC it's different, but you need, I believe, more than half of your teammates to actually vote for a voyage to play it. So I'm playing a single here, but you guys can see I've now started up my voyage. So upon actually starting up your voyage, you'll get different things. So here I've actually got a map which shows me 2 dig locations. You can see on the middle island I've got 2 red X marks the spot, and this is where I'm going to get my 2 first pieces from. I've also got a riddle here as well. So long ago a hoard was left on Crook's Hollow, saved from theft. Now, you actually need to go to Crook's Hollow, which is a named place on the map for this one. And then you've also got a secondary quest, which is this location here. So what you actually have to do is go over to the map and find these places. So it can be pretty tricky to actually go around and find these. You do have to keep clicking off the map and going back on it. That's what I always say, when you are with other teammates, it is pretty handy to do. So after looking for a couple of minutes, I've actually found where we need to go, and that is known as Snake Island. Now you can actually mark this by pressing A. Now if you look in the bottom right hand corner, you've actually got your navigator, your compass, so you guys can see the location of Snake Island to my boat is actually roughly southeast. So you have to go to this location here. And then once you actually get to that location, you need to pull up your map and try and find where you actually need to go and dig for this. So yeah, highly recommend going and doing the gold hoarders first. Like I said, it's definitely the more easier one to get grasp against. But yes, once you guys have completed that, you've got the secondary task, which is finding this name location on the map as well, Crook's Hollow, which you actually need to solve the riddle. So when you actually get to this location, it will give you another riddle and a place to go and find where you can actually look for the treasure chest. So it will say go northeast of the island, for example, find the sun location and then walk 9 paces from that sun location northeast. And then you just have to start digging. It's a pretty simple concept once you guys get your head wrapped around it, but I'd highly recommend starting off with this one first. Moving on, we have the next voyage from Order of the Souls. Now this is the bounty one. So upon voting for this, you guys can see it starts up and you will get a new bounty where you actually have to find different people. So you guys can see you actually have the map location, which is last sighted on Sea Dog's Rest, and the captain is called Captain Nightmare. And then next up, you've also got another one called Captain Nastily Bird, I believe that is, last seen on Rapier Cay. So if we go and look, let's imagine you've completed them tasks before. So we are looking for the named island Rapier Cay. So here we actually have one. Now you need to go to this island and kill a load of skeletons. Now upon killing, I'd say roughly 10 to 15 skeletons, your bounty will actually spawn, which is this skeleton here. Now once you guys have killed him, you will get his skull. You actually need to bring his skull, stick it on the boat and come back to an outpost. Now if you guys are struggling looking for an outpost, you guys can see we have a Golden Sands outpost here. You've got plenty of outposts on the map. You've got Daggertooth outpost here. There is plenty just located. If you guys are looking for them, they are known as outposts. Every single one will be called an outpost, just as a heads up. But you need to do that for pretty much every task. So with the ones where you're actually hunting the treasure, you need to dig up the treasure, chuck it on the boat and bring it back to the Gold Hoarders Alliance. Now moving on, we actually have the last voyage which we're going to take a look at now, which is the Merchant Alliance. Now this is actually a pretty fun one as well. So for this you actually have to get certain animals to actually be captured. Now one thing before you start this, you can't just go to this voyage, load it up, go and get these animals without any way of not being able to capture them. So what you guys are actually going to have to do is go over to the Merchant Alliance, which again is located near the shipwright and is usually on this bay here. Now when you actually go, you can collect a pig crate from her. Once you guys have got that pig crate, you're going to pretty much want to stick it on the boat. Now once you guys have stuck that there, we can start the quest. So let's see what we need. We need one pink bristled pig and a pink and black spotted pig. Now you guys can find these on any single island, and I really do mean that. So you have to proper go hunting for these, and it says you need to take it to the Sanctuary outpost by 11 PM on the 5th. So you actually have to find the Sanctuary outpost. I'm not 100% sure where it is, but you can't just bring it to the outpost what we currently have here. It actually gives you what outpost. So let's say if I had one for the Galleon's Grave outpost, I'd have to go around and find these pigs or these chickens and bring them back to the Galleon's Grave outpost. And it just works differently. It tells you the location at the top of your voyage. Really awesome indeed. So now we're on to the sailing of the ship. Now the sailing's pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, you've got the map in the bottom of the ship, which is something that you will need when going around questing. but moving the ship, doing all of that stuff is actually pretty simple as well. So first of all, you need to move the anchor, or raise the anchor. Now on a different ship, it will be located on the middle, roughly here. So what you guys want to do is raise the anchor. Now I would highly recommend setting the sails first. So you've got the sail length. So the wind is actually blowing towards the length, so you just want to drop the sail. Now on a bigger ship there will be 3 sails. You can also set the angle of the sail so it catches the wind, but like I said, we are currently doing that already. Then you need to raise the anchor, which is basically going along this thing, pushing it is pretty self-explanatory. Once you guys have raised that anchor, you are ready to start steering. So once the golden bar is actually in the middle, your controller will vibrate if you're on Xbox. If you want to turn, it is literally as simple as turning all the way right, and I've just gone full lock right because it won't move anymore. If I want to turn left, you have to do it twice from that right position, but it will full lock left. And yes guys, that's pretty much the explanatory bit of this. I'm going to be playing some Voyages on my own for this point in time. None of my friends are currently on at this point in time. But yes guys, if this did help, it would be much appreciated if you could smash that like button, as well as subscribing if you guys are new around here. Also, how are you guys getting on Sea of Thieves? Let me know. I am thinking about playing with some random people for when my friends aren't on. So it would be much appreciated if we could smash that like button, as well as subscribing if you guys are new around here. But as always, peace out. Remember to bring all of your loot back to them outposts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.